this is AC, Angela Carswell with the Positive Arts Movement. And I am so excited today to have the opportunity to introduce not only my business partner, my dear, dear friend, partner in crime, this a whole list, Reggie Love Cason. Hey, Reggie.
What's up, AC? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing really, really good. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Good.
You know, we have been like low key building and creating and doing things kind of behind the scenes. And it's just time for us to come back together like we did when we had ATL Radio and have a real conversation.
Yes, we definitely are back. I really appreciate this opportunity. So glad you're well. You're looking great. Everything is going great for you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Good.
We got to start with the topic at hand.
So I appreciate this.
Of course, we got to start the topic at hand because there ain't nothing but love for you, right? And love is your middle name.
That's right.
Okay, and so
there
this
we
is
go.
what this is about, because we always lead with love, right? Talk to me about love and your philosophy.
Sure, always. Again, I go by Reggie Love Cason, and it's just been wonderful. When I was named that moniker, I can remember the individual that named me that, and he said, I gave you that name because you just love everybody. You know, and everybody loves you. And I said, you know what, that's a great thing to have. Right before this call, Linda and I, my wife, we are part of a ministry called Matters of the Heart, and we were studying every first Wednesday. We present, and our next topic, long story short, is love. So we're girded in the Word, and we're digging in the Word, and we're just speaking on love on next week. But everywhere I go, anything that I do, I always lead with love, whether it be in my job, whether it be with people. Who can hate love? And if you hate love, that is something wrong with that. But also, when you infuse love into the atmosphere, you get that love back. It reciprocates. And, you know, it puts my mind at ease when I go into a room and I just pause and I say, everybody say love. And when you get that back, it just creates a whole great energy. It creates a peace. And, you know, that love is something that everybody wants, everybody yields. It's powerful now. You have to be careful with it. But at the same time, it is such a beautiful word, such a beautiful feeling, such a beautiful energy.
It is. Whenever you say that again. Say, everybody say love.
Everybody say love.
Everybody in the audience is like exhaling the word. They're like, love.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful. I love that. I've always loved that. And you are absolutely right. Your friend that gave you that moniker was right on task with that, because you do absolutely embody love. And special shout out to Miss Linda Cason. I love her as well. That's my sister. So let's talk, Reggie. Like, we got started on this thing some umpteen years ago. I don't even want to start telling my age, but you and I have been like, boop, boop, boop for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about how I started?
Sure. I mean, it all really started through a network organization called the Atlanta Breakfast Club. Shout out to Bettina Stafford. And, you know, we had been a part of this group for years and years and years, since, I guess, the mid-2000s. I can remember that. And, you know, I've known you since that time. And it all started. I was hosting events called Scribes and Vibes, which is still in existence to this day, at Starbucks.
Yes.
And AC and the whole crew came out and, you know, just saw what energy we were bringing to art, music, and poetry in a Starbucks setting. So AC said, hey, I'm doing an event called Illumination. Reggie Love, would you mind being my host? And I said, who, me? But I said, I would love to do it. Let's make it happen. Give me the details. And the rest is history. We've been stuck ever since.
Yes, yes. And then after that beautiful event that featured a number of artists that you knew, like literally you just had all these amazing artists, not just regular artists, but like super extraordinarily talented and positive artists. because like energy draws itself to each other, right? We decided to do this radio program, which is a whole nother story in and on itself, right? I asked you to co-host the radio show with me, and you brought all these amazing artists onto the show, and the show became a crazy, amazing success. Imagine that.
Oh my goodness, yes. I remember that like it was just yesterday. I mean, literally, and I can say this now because where I was working, they're completely closed now. But literally, I remember when you asked me, and I said, you know what, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where my heart is. So I remember the day that you asked me, and I said, of course, I will definitely love to be your co-host. And I did it one time. I was hooked from that point on, so much so that the job I was working, I hated it. And I remember the date when I said, I'm leaving this place because I want to do what my heart and what my passion is. It was November 1st, 2011. I put in my resignation for that company. Shortly thereafter, that company folded. But, you know, it was a good experience, and just being led to be with you and the ATL show. It was phenomenal. And it just gave us a platform to not only promote what we were doing, but it gave us a platform to help promote the others that we were working for, those that, oh man, have had amazing careers now. And a lot of them were budding artists at the time. We have several, I don't know if you know it or not, but several of our guests are now Grammy nominated. They've gone on to do big things. They have
American Idol.
They've been in plays. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, just to be that catalyst, that spark to really help propel that career and saying, hey, we believe in you. We believe in your positive artistry. Let's make this across the world and across the globe. And you made that happen. And I'm just so happy to be right there with you when it happened.
I was just answering a call that I didn't even know what I was answering to. I just was being obedient, and it worked out. And it worked out so beautifully. And I just want to say thank you. You know, that was a big part of the reason why I wanted to do this interview, was just to kind of love on you back, because you've always been so gracious and so generous. And you've always kind of, you know, been a conduit for this loving environment that is the Positive Arts Movement. And so you named our amazing organization, the Positive Arts Movement, executive director. And, you know, I really want you to kind of indulge about like how the spirit of it, like what your vision was and how it got there, and kind of where it's been from, what's manifested from it. While you're talking, I'm going to actually pull up the website so that way our viewers can see it too.
Sure, absolutely. So the Positive Arts Movement, it is exactly what it states. We've had all of these artists who, for whatever reason, they weren't getting the recognition that they were doing, not only for their art, their gift, but also for what they were doing in the community and the impact that they were making on individuals. And we wanted to create this platform where these artists had an arena to do so. I have been working with artists, oh my gosh, you know, it really started when I was younger. But you know, when I graduated from college in Atlanta, I started a band, or I was a part of a band that we started in 1995. And just the camaraderie that we had with this group of guys and girls and ladies, it was amazing to work with them and just to see what they were doing. I went on to manage this band eventually, and which I still am in full circle, and we'll talk about it later. I'm back on the management team. But this entire band, they're called EXO. And one of the things that occurred during that time period, I was meeting so many different individuals, so many different people that had this gift and this talent, and they didn't know how to harness it. And I said, you know what? I know how you can harness it, and I know how you can do it where people will accept you for who you are. You don't have to be what people want to mold you to be. And so a lot of people started gravitating towards what I was doing. And, I started managing a hip hop artist by the name of Wise, took his career to a next level until, we um, hit a little brick wall there, which it doesn't matter because at the time and where I was managing him, he needed me to be there for him. And we did so many different things. I also did a lot of work with my brother, Craig Cason, who did things at a tremendous level. And I just took a small piece of that and what I learned and said, hey, I know how to do this with excellence. And I know how to make sure that I'm promoting people and I'm promoting people with like-minded people, the same morals, the same values, who want to give back to the community, who want to use their artistry for good work. So long story short, artist after artist, I was doing an event called Scribes and Vibes, and we created this platform where they can come in and perform at a Starbucks. You would think, okay, a Starbucks is this small, but yet it felt like an arena whenever anybody came. So I was the host of this event. Shout out to Stevie Streets. And it was artists, it was music, it was poetry, it was visual arts, literary arts, authors, etc. And everybody would just come through to this Starbucks out in Conyers, Georgia, one of the biggest Starbucks in Georgia. And we used to pack it out where it would be out the door. But artists after artists after artists would come through and we would just give them that platform. Who wouldn't want to be associated with Starbucks? So we just gave them that platform and just loved on them, and people were getting recognized for their talent. I eventually worked with another arts organization, and that put me into a wide variety of different arenas where I met different artists. I met the artist known as Bria Ane when she was 12 years old. I was a judge on a panel, and I really helped develop her as a young lady in her career, which she's about to graduate college, which I can't believe now. Then, just understanding where I came from and what I was doing during that time period. I was still working as well, but I was still using my talents and my gifts, even in my workplace. And it just felt really good to be able to do that. And so fast forward, meeting you and working with you, and just combining our efforts, because you are a powerhouse as well. Just combining our efforts on how we can promote positivity, how we can promote the art form. We don't have anything against what anybody else is doing, but we are doing it our way, and we're saying, hey, this is the positive arts movement. A movement means it's everybody's. We've never been in a place where we said, this is ours, this is mine, this is theirs. It is everybody's, because this movement, it only starts with one person. That one person doesn't necessarily have to be the vocal leader or anything. That one person just has to spark that energy to create the movement. And that's what we've done.
Yes, our mission clearly states right here on our website that the positive arts movement works to strengthen, educate, and reintroduce the value of the performing arts to empower the community. And so that message in and on itself has drawn so many types of artists to us. And we're so grateful and so happy to have, all of these different things that have kind of just come from it. Like in my realm, as far as my contribution to the positive arts movement, I was really in the realm of theater. And so we had several different projects, from Rimshot to These Walls to, Matrimony to the 11th Hour, all of which have kind of progressed us and along the way built fundamental relationships for us. And I just want you to talk, in more detail about, some of the things that we've done and where, as an organization, you see us going. Because really, Reggie, Cason, you are an entire visionary. So let's talk more about it.
Well, let me pause here too. Yeah, you all hear how she just said, well, my contribution was I I wrote these 5 stage productions like it was just nothing, right? I love your humility and your modesty.
Oh,
AC
thanks,
is a powerhouse. When I tell you, when she has her mind set to do something, she does it, and she does it with excellence. When I mean to tell you, she does it with excellence. To the first stage production she ever wrote with Rim Shots, she did it within 4 days. 4 days. We premiered it at the 14th Street Playhouse. It was packed out. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. So don't let her just gloss over. Yeah, my contribution was no. It was a major contribution, and just this energy. And we're gonna speak about the others that are in our group too. What has happened is this whole entire movement of it's become a ball of positive energy, filled with love, filled with empowerment, filled with making sure that we are on the right path of doing the right things as well. And birth the ATL show. So let me back up a little bit. Birth the ATL show, which was AC's brainchild. I became her co-host. I was excited about that. We had a guest that came on who was a survivor of human trafficking, a victor of human trafficking. And we wanted to know, this is Cole, everybody. He's
Cole.
my shadow.
Hey, buddy.
He's 2 years old.
He's precious too.
Thank you. So after interviewing, AC said, Reggie, oh my God, what are we going to do? What can we do? Can we do a benefits concert? We have all of these wonderful artists, poets, musicians. Let's do a benefits concert. And we both said, nah, that's not good enough. Can we do something in a park, a dinner or something like that in their honor? And we said, nah, that's not good enough. So AC one day comes back, and I remember the day we were in the studio, and she said, I got it. It came to me in this dream. We're going to do a stage production. And I said, huh? And then I said, you know what? Let's go. Let's go for it. Let's make it happen. So from that day, no hesitation. She got right to work, wrote this stage production in 4 days called Rim Shot. And Rim Shot, oh my God, has taken us everywhere. And it's the heart and the spirit of it that has taken us everywhere. It is a portrayal of a young lady in the entertainment industry who can or cannot get caught up. It's her decision, it's her choice. But she has all of these things that are going against her. She also has all of these things going for her, and she has to make some decisions. It is a metaphor for human trafficking. We wanted to create an awareness on human trafficking. Mm-hmm. So we used the stage to do it. Yeah. And when I tell you droves and droves and droves of people came to it, for the simple fact that it was a dramatic production. I remember the first time we did it, it was 3 hours long. Yes, 3 hours long. However, everybody was stuck. When I tell you everybody was stuck, they were stuck because it was like, wow, I can't believe what is happening. What is happening next? So you were doing the whole Netflix series in live person back then, where you have these 2, 3, 4, 5 hour productions, but it worked out so well. It's not that long now, but when we first started out, we wanted to showcase and put shine on just about all the artists that we knew. We invited any and everybody, and it was such a success that it took us to so many different places. That was the first one, Rim Shot. Then the 11th Hour came. That was after we went to, I believe it was the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, and we met so many different people by doing the snippets of the play. And during this same time, the Mike Brown situation, the Mike Brown murder, we should say, occurred. And we were commissioned to do something in regards to not only just Mike Brown, but police brutality, blue on black crime, as well as the portrayal of the media to us, on us, about us. And the 11th Hour was birthed from that. Now, again, that was back then. We're still going through situations right now. And then AC took a different spin and took a look at the family structure and wrote several stage productions just in general about the family, the blended families, and that whole entire dynamic. And that was a wonderful experience as well. It was exclusive for an organization, but at the same time, it was a story that needed to be told. Again, it was powerful, and every single thing she has put her hands on has been gold. And I'm just like, wow, this lady has something. She has this gift, and she has to continue to do it. So I told this long story because I wanted to give you all some depth of what not only the ATL show has done, is birth these stage productions, is birth these performers, is birth this confidence in so many different avenues and so many different people. Also, we have such a powerful team. During this time period as well, we were introduced to a gentleman by the name of Chris Williams.
Yes.
During that time, he was a hip hop artist by the name of Knox. Fast forward, he was in Rimshot. He was the nemesis in the play, and everybody hated him, which meant they loved him because he did it so well. He had people coming to him at the end, why did you do that? But at the same time, we knew where his heart is. To see his growth in what he is doing now, it goes by SLAM. SLAM stands for Spreading Love and Motivation. To see what he is doing now in the marketing space, the film production, the overall production, the business production, I'm just like, yes, and more yes.
Yeah.
Just how he has come into the fold. So we make up the head of Positive Arts Movement, but we also have other members of our family, Ronette and her husband, Dante.
Yeah.
We have Sarayan, aka Rhino, who is doing big things. And then all of the artists from the Lyrica Holmes to the Lakais to the Brias, it's too many to name. So if I'm not naming you, y'all know who you are.
Thurston, Right Son, let's go.
Oh my God.
Bill Pearson, Marcus Harris,
man,
let's go.
The list goes.
Hannah Smith.
We'll be here all night naming everybody. I promise you.
Nikki Gray.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, this, and again, it's a definition of the movement. You just plant the seed and the movement occurs, because not only are these artists now still working with us, but they're doing so many amazing things outside of the Positive Arts Movement, but yet at the same time, they are still a part of the organization and they make the Positive Arts Movement. So that's what our future is. Our future is, listen, we planted the seed. This is how, this is our segue of letting you into a positive entertainment environment, because truth be told, that doesn't happen everywhere. It just doesn't. Just doesn't. Yeah. We want to make it where in this industry, there is a place where people can use their talent, their skills, as well as have their same morals and values and keep them and do good in the community. And that's essentially where we're going. Speaking of Slam Williams and Slam Williams Productions, not only are we doing things in the business realm, but we have some powerful projects that are coming up. So most of you think that the plays have gone away. Well, the plays are going to be coming to film. So we have our screenwriters right here who are actively working in making all of these into film, because in film, it will live forever. Your script already lives forever, but now people will be able to see it. They'll be able to feel it. They'll be able to touch it anytime they want to. And so be looking out for those particular projects. We do a lot of projects in the community as well. Shout out to all the organizations that we've worked with, from the BCOP Cunningham Foundation. Shout out to Roderick. Shout out to Justice for Girls. Shout out to the SELC. Just so many. Bob Mackey. Just so in the Boys and Girls Club. It's just so many organizations that we have worked with, that we have impacted. And the most impactful thing, it's not even about us. We've always said that. It's about who we are impacting. After the play, to see a young lady come up to the playwright, Angela Carswell, where she can feel and touch and shake her hand and hug on her and say, listen, I am so thankful for this opportunity to see this production because it touched me, it changed me. Or just to see a parent who is so moved, AKA a dear friend of ours, Tiffany, who is also a part of the positive arts movement and her precious young daughters. Just to see that family be impacted by the work that has come out of the positive arts movement. It is much bigger than us. Solid foundation in those youth that we had the opportunity to impact. It's just, when you're doing the work that you're called to do, nothing else can get in your way, because you then see, okay, that's why I was called to do it. And so our future definitely is bright, because we've now taken all of this foundational work that we've done, and now it is propelling to the next level. It is going to be even bigger than what it has been, and I foresee it. It's already happening, and I'm just so thankful that we are still here, being able to talk about it. Another impact, and again, it's not being braggadocious or boastful. Shout out to the DeKalb County government here in the state of Georgia. One of the times we performed the production at the Maloof Center in DeKalb County, after that show, it was deemed Rimshot Day to honor those victims of human trafficking, those that are affected by child abuse, and those that were affected by domestic violence and also HIV. So, just to see the impact that we have on the constituents of that county as well. Again, it's not about us. It's all about what we've poured into this community. So
there goes the proclamation right there.
There we go.
I keep it right front and center because it's so important to all of us.
It is so important. It is so important. And then not even to mention the work that we're doing with the world's busiest airports.
Oh, right. Thanks to you and your relationships, like Reggie, Reggie. What does Slam Williams call you? Reggie Love the Plug, because you are the one that has served as such a conduit in bringing forth so many valuable relationships to the positive arts movement. And really, the reason why you're such a conduit is because your heart leads first. It's very clear that you have no other agenda besides to literally, genuinely help people. And that has manifested in many ways through the entertainment culture, but then also through the business culture. Like you are literally the go-to if anyone has any questions with regards to, it's getting business going off the ground, having that motivation and that coaching. You even putting together a podcast to that tone. You have always been the person that really understands how to get the small business, how to bring awareness to small businesses. And really your formula is not entirely unique, but your delivery is. And so I want you to talk a bit more to the audience about how you support small businesses and some of the triumphs that you're associated with, like with the school that your brother has put together and, the ministries that you're involved in. I mean, you just listen. Do I need to go and talk about you now?
No. No.
Don't be modest.
We don't. It's not about me. It's not about me. All honor to God. I promise you. All honor to God. Listen, the business aspect. So, point blank. Period. Any and everybody can be a business. If you're an artist, you're an entertainer, you're a business. If you are a resume writer, you're a business. If you give people advice, you're a business. If you are showing people how to make crochets and pillows and things like that, you are a business. All right. Small business runs this country. Over 80% of the businesses in the United States of America are small business. All right. That means any and everybody has the opportunity to create a business. And what people are afraid of is they don't know where to start. I mean, it is out there for you to do it. However, it becomes so confusing that you need a guide, you need a coach, you need somebody to help navigate through you, for you, so that you don't pull your hair out by going through the process because you don't want to do something wrong. You know, I've had the opportunity to help people in business since the early 2000s, and I've seen the small businesses that I've helped become big businesses now. I've seen people who just thought that, hey, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm afraid that once they took that first leap of faith, that they see, hey, I'm going to be all right. And they are all right now. And it's just a matter of, to your point, everybody can do it. Anybody can go to a lawyer. Anybody can go to a small business seminar. But it's just the way that I help people get through and navigate it. I take it step by step, and I make sure that they understand what the things are that they're getting into. So it's more of a comfort level thing than just giving you a checklist of instructions on what to do. I make you feel comfortable about how you can do it. We use the arts in everything because creativity creates innovation. Innovation creates new things. So just imagine, let's think about Amazon, for instance. Amazon was an idea. I heard a podcast with one of the founders of Amazon, and he was just like, you know, when we first started, we were just looking at an idea to mail out books and things like that.
Yeah.
That's all it was. But they had a bigger vision. They made mistakes along the way, but guess what? Everybody's going to make a mistake, because when you make those mistakes, that's how you perfect everything else. You learn from those mistakes and come back with it much better. Amazon's Bezos is like number one. He's up there with Microsoft now, with my guy from Microsoft. I can't even think of his name anymore. But listen, anybody can take an idea and turn it into a business, but you have to be willing to take that first step. That's what I do, is I help the people take the first step, help them to be comfortable, and say it's okay if you fall, because guess what? I'm still here to help you navigate through if you fall. Absolutely. But if you don't take the first step, it won't happen. So, you know, use your creativity. Everybody has a gift. A child can create a business. Yeah. And I'm going to say it like this, you know, in our community, we have $1.1 trillion in spending power. But it's a shame to say, with that same amount of money, we can either create a business, invest, help somebody else create a business, and we would help our community come up. So I definitely want to make sure that it's known. If you are a person that wants to start a business, hit me up, because I can help you to do it. Literally, for under $200, which is not a big investment, $200, you can create your own business. And it can be a thriving business for under $200.
And if I might add, Reggie,
yes,
literally, when it comes to your natural ability to coach, You are, hey, buddy, I see him. He's about to start his own business, just being cute.
That's right.
With your natural innate ability to coach and to do the things that you do, when I tell you, literally, I don't know that I could have done even half of what I've done without you. So I just want to say thank you for being that person to motivate other people to their dreams and to continue, you know, sewing into people and helping us small business owners thrive. We deserve that.
Hey, listen, just you and Slam are perfect examples of success stories right here. I don't even have to go outside of you. I mean, it's perfect to see the things that you are doing with your small business, as well as what we're doing with this business, what Slam is doing with his Slam Williams Productions and Slam Williams Marketing, mobile marketing. I mean, now we're positioned to not only have you only started your business, but now we're positioned to help so many other people to start theirs.
Absolutely.
And it's all housed right within here.
That's right. That's right.
And that's incredible. Again, we're talking about impact, and that's what it's really about. People say, "Well, why do you do it? Why do you do the things? Why do you help people?" It's all about not just helping me, because guess what? When I help somebody else, they'll end up paying it for it as well.
That's
And it just once again creates an entire movement.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So now that you've given people all this excitement and we talked to them about the positive arts movement, I want them to know how, well, obviously they can find Positive Arts Movement on Facebook. We have our own page as well as positiveartsmovement.com. But please, Reggie, tell the viewers how they can get in touch with you. And
sure.
I'm just letting you guys know in advance, if you reach out to Reggie Love, that's going to be a great idea.
Yeah, I'm real easy to get in contact with. The easiest thing, of course, Positive Arts Movement, everything.com, Facebook, everything, the Positive Arts Movement. But to reach me directly, you can also find me at Reggie Love Cason, everything, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can find me on just a wide variety of different places and different sites. We do a host of various things, not only coaching, seminars, we do entertainment events, etc. We house all of these things to help you, either as a business or even as at your leisure. So it's so many different ways that we can assist you. And I'll give out my personal telephone number, because guess what? I'll answer your call, or if you send me a text, I'll send you a text message. You know, I do coaching, I do advising, I can help you set up your business. We can do anywhere from setting up your business to the entire launch, because we have a whole entire entertainment body. So, you know, we can do your grand opening, etc. So, you know, my direct number is 678-663-1572, 678-663-1572, or you can reach me at Reggie at positivearts.movement.com. You can also reach me on all sorts of social media, Reggie Love, Cason, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So those are all the ways that you can get in contact with me. Let me help you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Reggie. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just feel like everybody had an opportunity to get a taste of all the, you know, it's a benefit. It's a benefit, you know, on so many levels, you know, to be affiliated with you, Reggie Love. I really do appreciate you for taking the time this evening.
Thank you.
Tell Cole, I said, let me say hi to Cole. Put him on camera. He's so cute. Let's put him on camera.
Cole.
Grandson, hey buddy, that is about the cutest face ever. Hey, sweetheart. He was part of the interview too. I love it. I love it.
He is always camera ready. I promise you.
He is, and I love how you are like that grandfather figure to him. I think he is so amazing. But thank you so much, viewers, for checking us out. Again, this is AC Angela Carswell with the Positive Arts Movement. You can find us at positiveartsmovement.com and reach out to us. We're not hard to find. We're here, and hopefully I'll be able to bring forth this type of quality content from week to week. And we're looking forward to it. And if nothing else, you get to see Cole. Look at there, you get to see Cole. Thank you so much, Reggie. I do appreciate you. All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, awesome.